I don't know if you felt this way about your house building dreams.
But we've been there.
Keep watching, guys, and you'll see how we're making our dreams come true. Follow the journey
Of a young family.
As they build a home, a legacy, live life through the forest.
This is the beginning.
A new generation. A new generation.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe. We're excited to have you back. Just a quick recap. Last video we finished up. We got our driveway put in, got the fence built, and gate put in so we could keep the property secure. And so the first step of our project was getting the area cleared and ready to go so we could start building. So making its appearance again is our mini skid steer. Like we said, we've had this thing 4 years and it works awesome. We used our box grader attachment, take that top layer of soil off and get down to kind of where it was more just kind of like the clay and sandy loam there. So I think one thing we wanted to share with you guys is that this has been a long journey for us getting here.
Yeah, it really has.
You know, we moved to North Idaho 4 years ago from Oregon, and since we moved here, we've been wanting to get property. We've been living on a small lot in town for the last 4 years, and we've taken that lot a really long ways. And one of these days, we're going to share what we were able to accomplish on this lot. But this is kind of the start of our real dream, which is raising our kids on property. And so I think something else we're going to cover today too is just how difficult it is for a young family to build today.
Yeah, and how difficult it is to get started, especially in today's market with building costs.
Yeah, just financially speaking, in our area now, the average house price is over $600,000.
Yeah, even for a small house.
And for that price, you aren't even getting a really nice house. A lot of those houses in those price range are 50, 100 years old and need a lot of work to do. And so for us to be able to build our own home, it's going to allow us to build a home that we're going to really love and enjoy, but also build a beautiful home the way we want it.
I think you said even a house as small as we're building would be like $450 a square foot right now if we were to hire it out, which would be completely unattainable for us.
Well, it just depends. Like a high-end the housing market right now for a contractor, really anywhere from 300 on the low end to up to 500 plus for getting into the big custom homes. And that's per square foot, And so this house, just to hire somebody to build it would have cost us a couple $100,000 at least on the low end. One thing we're doing here, as you can see, we're not doing a traditional house foundation. Recently, I built a few post frames, and post frames today, they aren't your grandpa's pole barn. One thing you're going to see in this process is that there's not going to be any posts in the ground. Everything's going to be above the ground, and it's actually a really efficient way to build a modern home. And at the end of the day, you're not even going to know that it's a post frame building. It's going to look like a normal house.
So those are all the holes that Ben dug to put the concrete in, right? And then you added our posts on top.
And so our frost depth and where we're at here is 2 feet down. So those are 2-foot post holes in width, and they're down 4 feet. I got my batter boards up. Those are the boards that are in the corners, and that's what I got my string lines on. And I was able to pull diagonals and to get our foundation perfectly square. This is actually a really big week for us. So we started on Monday with bare ground and poured concrete on Friday. I had a few friends that came out and helped me
Thank
day
goodness.
or two in between, but a lot of Monday through Thursday was by myself trying to get this ready to go, racing the weather really. We did all of our own plumbing work. I'd say that if you're doing your own project, it's very attainable to do your own plumbing work, do your own electrical work. I found that I started building in Oregon, and then I've been working here, and inspectors, occasionally you get that inspector that's not very fun to work with. Everybody knows that. But I found the inspectors here, they've been great to work with. They're very supportive, and they want to help you. They want to help you out, and they want you to do a good job.
And you've learned a lot from them, I think.
Yeah, I've learned a ton from them. And then also just finding, tradesmen that are willing to work with you and willing to help you learn. And then if not, hop on YouTube. There's so much information.
Yeah, if you have a mind that can figure stuff out, you can use YouTube Academy to figure it out.
So here you can see we got our rebar tied. We're doing a monopore. So our slab is actually connected and we have rebar going down into our footers. We have that perimeter insulation on slabs, and with post frame buildings, even in a traditional house, you lose the majority of your heat through the edge of the slab. and then the first 2 feet coming in. So we have 4 feet of perimeter insulation, and then connected that into the edge of the slab to help keep the heat in our house. So this was concrete pour day. We didn't get much footage this day. It was a really big day. It was about a 35-yard slab. I had myself and just a couple buddies, and then the pump truck. A lot of times I like to tailgate pour, which means you're just pouring straight out of the truck. But the nice thing about hiring a pump truck, especially for a slab this size, when I don't do concrete work every day, and so it's a lot of work, and I don't have the confidence to do a slab this big on a regular basis. And so having the pump truck is kind of like having 2 extra guys, because they're placing that concrete right where you want it, and then you aren't having to mess around with backing trucks up and pushing concrete.
I think they cost us about $750.
Yeah. And so it got about, I think the high that day was probably like just above freezing, like 34, really 32, 34 degrees. We poured a hot mix with an accelerant, and it was actually
I brought pizza out for them all.
Yeah,
brought the kids
there's
out.
the pizza dance. Our trucks came late, so we didn't start pouring towards 11, and so it wasn't ready to finish until about 4 o'clock. I ended up hand finishing it in the dark on my hands and knees for about 2 hours to get it done.
With a moose breathing down your neck.
Yeah, there was a moose grunting at me the whole time, which really fits North Idaho fashion. We're going to be bringing you guys lots more videos here. We appreciate you guys following us. We're going to try to share this process with you, how we're doing it, and we're excited to bring you along and hear your feedback.
Yeah, super excited. It's even fun for me to watch these videos because I'm home in town with the kids most of these days. Our property is about 25 minutes from where we live right now, so I don't get out there all the time, and it's neat to see what Ben's accomplished while we're home.
So next week's videos, guys, we're going to be in the garage cutting and welding brackets for the post frame, and then getting our posts up and getting our trusses set.
And we have a fun video, surprise video, coming for you guys in a few days.
All right. Well, like we said, if you haven't already, we appreciate the love. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.